What's up, guys? We're the Halfway Cooks, and welcome back. Today we have something a little special planned for you. Why don't you tell them about it, Mikey?
All right, man. Today we got something awesome. You're gonna be doing some Copycat Chik-Fil-A sandwiches, spicy kind.
Sounds good. Let's get to it.
Let's get it cracking. All right, guys, we got our chicken out here. Time to start the prep for the chicken sandwiches. So these are some pounded out, skinless and boneless chicken breasts. If you have any breasts that look a little bit more thick, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna get yourself a sharp knife and you're gonna wanna cut them in half so that it can cook evenly all the way through. So you just get like a sharp knife there. Just gonna go right through the center. Make sure it's about halfway, so when these cook and you have a thick part of chicken, that you'll be sure that it'll cook the whole way through. Okay, guys, so we got all our chicken cut up now. After we do this step here, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna get yourself a big Ziploc bag, and we're gonna put these in a little bit of brine. Now, a lot of people use a different type of brine. Me personally, I like to just use a pickle juice, and it'll give nice briny texture for when they come out of the oil. And especially with these extra pickle chips that I'm gonna be putting on here. You just wanna get your brine, pour that in. Always make sure that your bag is sealed up, because this is something you don't want to be leaking all over your fridge. Bad news, guys. Just make sure that you get a nice tight seal. And we're gonna let that sit in the fridge for about half an hour or so. As soon as that's done, it'll be time to start to prep for the fry. See you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, we got our chicken inside of the brine in the fridge. While that's sitting, we're gonna make our sauce here for the chicken sandwich. So first we're gonna start with about half a cup of mayo. Put everything into the mixing bowl here. And we're gonna do about 2 ounces of barbecue sauce. When you pick your barbecue sauce, you wanna try to make sure that you find something sweet. Maybe something with a honey or like brown sugar type of sauce, because it really adds to the nice spiciness that is gonna come out with the pepper. Got about 2 ounces of our Dijon mustard here. That's the bowl. Got another 2 ounces of our regular, just like a yellow mustard. Got about 1.5 ounces of some Clover Honey. Make sure you scrape this one good because it'll stick on there. And then here we have a paprika and a garlic powder mix. That into there. And we got some lemon juice here. Now, it's good to use a clear bowl for when you're making a mix, so when you start to do your mix, you can see if there's anything on the sides that you may have missed while you're mixing. Make sure to get in there good, and then you can see the sides, you see any chunks that you might have missed. We got a little bit of mustard up there. Have some honey there. That's looking good. And of course, a good chef always tastes the sauce for once he's done.
Give it a taste.
Oh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. All right, guys, so we're gonna take this sauce and we're gonna let this sit in the fridge with the chicken. While that's done, we're gonna set up our breading station. See you guys in a bit. All right, guys, time to get our breading for the spicy chicken sandwich. So what we have down here is we have about a cup of flour, got some salt and pepper, very important, powdered sugar, got some Ancho chili pepper there, And this, we got a little mixture, baking powder, hot chili powder, and a little bit of spicy Hungarian pepper. Add to that kick to the sandwich.
Sounds good, Mike.
Yes, sir. So I want to get all this into our bowl here. This is where we're going to be doing our breading at. Doesn't really matter which way that you put things in. It's all going to be stirred up the same. Salt, pepper, powdered sugar, and a little bit of heat. Get this good and nice and whisked up. If you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork. That works just as good.
Gotta improvise.
Improvise. Fork works just as good as any whisk. Nice and mixed up there. Once you got that, in this bowl here, we got our whole milk and 2 fresh farm eggs. Again, you don't have a whisk, you could just use a fork. All right, guys, we are ready to finally start the breading process. I'm starving, so that's great, so I'm hungry.
Me too, buddy.
We got our chicken out the fridge and it's dry, it's been sitting. Good to go. Take one of these pieces first into the flour and our mix that we made earlier. Make sure that you get it all completely covered. See, when you hold it up, you see those little, like, the nooks and crannies there? You want to make sure that you get everything all in there. Make sure it's completely covered. Into the egg mixture. Then we're gonna go back into the flour. All right, guys, we got our chicken going into the deep fryer. I like to do 2 at a time, not to crowd the pot too much. Always make sure that you want to lay them in front of you to avoid any kind of splatter up, like it just happened right there. Now, we got our outside pan here. It's entirely propane based. This is great if you can be outside. If you can be inside, that's fine too. So make sure you have yourself a nice cast iron pot. Make sure that you get a thermometer so you can check your temperature gauge. You want your oil to be at least at 350 or so to get that nice crisp on there is what you want to get. All right, guys, these look like they're done. Check them out. Oh, that's beautiful.
That looks super crispy. It smells good too.
Perfect. Come on, buddy.
Wow.
That's exactly what you're looking for.
Perfect.
They would be ashamed of themselves at Chik-Fil-A if they saw how good that Mikey was cooking back here.
We gotta watch our backs, Mikey.
All right, guys, so here's what you want to do for when you're making chicken in a fryer. You want to check what their temperature is. Just get yourself a little, like a thermometer. If it's anywhere over 160 to 165, then you're good. Okay, so when you take them out of the fryer, you want to make sure that you put your cheese on right away so that it starts to melt on there. Just lay that on top and let the heat itself take over and do its job. Finally got our chicken done, out the fryer. I'm over here starving, so you can use any kind of bread that you want. I like to use a brioche roll. I think that these taste really good with pretty much any kind of sandwich, especially a fried chicken sandwich. Got our sauce out the fridge. Really want to get this on there good because when you taste it, you really can't have too much of this sauce here. Get as much as you can on either side. Same thing. Cheese melted on there perfectly. Want to lay that there. Now, I know that Chick-fil-A will give you maybe 2 pickles on a good day, if you're lucky. And those things are broken up, they're cut in half. Got some real deal ones here. And just because they put 2, I'm gonna put 5 on mine.
Take it to the next level.
Take it to the next because I love pickles. We brine our chicken and like that pickle juice. Really can't have too many on here. I see that one is a double there, so 6. 6 pickles.
6 pickles.
Why not? Got our tomato here. Nice, beautiful beefsteak. Put that on there. Nice piece of lettuce. Close her on up. Flip it on over. Oop. Tomato falling out.
Want to just trim the lettuce on the sides there, Mikey?
Yeah, you know, I have to trim it a bit. Get that off of there. That's looking good. And there you have Copycat Spicy Chick-Fil-A Sandwich.
All right, guys, thanks for sticking with us. Here we are about to give these chicken sandwiches a shot. What do you say, Mike?
Let's give these a bite, but before that, you gotta try this margarita, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Excellent.
Oh, that's good.
If you're curious about that drink, that's the Mikey's Margarita. You can find the link to that right up here. So be sure to click on that if you want to see how to make that delicious drink. Anyway, let's get to these sandwiches. What do you say?
Let's get it, man. I'm starving.
First thing you notice is how ultra crispy it is. This thing tastes like it just came out of the oil, literally. The skin is so flaky, so crispy. I'd say that's the ideal kind of crunch you would want on your chicken sandwich. What do you think, Mike?
That crunch absolutely says everything. It's still juicy, yet crispy. And that sauce, a little bit of spiciness, like mixed in with the sweet. Yeah, that makes an awesome sandwich.
I love the pickles on it. I love the sauce on it. I think everything blends together perfectly. It's an amazing A+ sandwich. I'd say it gives some of the more popular chicken sandwiches a run for their money.
Run for the money. If they want the real deal, you just gotta come and visit Halfway Cooks, Mikey's Sandwich. You guys are gonna love this.
Can't go wrong.
Trust me.
All right, guys, thanks for sticking with us. Today's episode was great. I can't rave about that chicken sandwich enough. That was by far my favorite thing we've made thus far in this channel. And I hope you guys give it a shot for yourself and give it a try at home.
It's amazing. I'm still here just eating it. We're supposed to be doing like our outro here, and I'm just here eating the chicken sandwich.
Can't stop eating, folks.
Yeah,
That's how good
stop.
it is.
I want more. I want more.
Well, anyway, as always, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know down in the comments what you'd like to see us make next. And until then, we're the Halfway Cooks. Take care, folks.
See you guys soon.